Hello my friends, and this is Karina Wisdom back with you with day 3. That is numero tres. I'm doing well with the Spanish, aren't I? So we're on day 3 of this 100-day journey. Can you believe it? And how am I feeling? Well, you guessed right. I am feeling excited, but I must admit that my enthusiasm really took over in day 1 and day 2, and I went flat out. I went so flat out that this morning I woke up and I was just like out of it. I really felt the tiredness in my body, and I'm like, wow, Karina, you need to take an hour nap and meditate. So that's what I did. And now I'm all fresh and I'm excited and I'm ready to go for you. So sometimes you have to listen to your body. That doesn't mean that you stop taking action. That just means you pause, because if I had continued in that state, it would have been distracted focus. I would have spent so much time bringing my focus back in on what I'm doing instead of getting the rest just for an hour. I woke up refreshed and ready to go, and I was just firing all cylinders ever since. Now, there was one thing I promised to do that I didn't do. I mentioned in the very first video that I used focus hours with a timer, and that's off the Pomodoro Technique. And I'll place a link to that technique in my blog. And what the Pomodoro Technique is that usually you can do focused action or focused activity for a specific period of time. You would have to test this. So for instance, you sit down and you're going to do something. If you took 20 minutes, cut out all distractions, turn off the phone, log off the Facebook, log out of email, and just took 20 minutes focused action on that one activity, you would accomplish so much. And how the Pomodoro Technique works is, if you're testing this out for the first time, if after the 20 minutes you feel like you could do another 5 minutes or another 10 minutes, then the next time it comes around you do 30 minutes. For me, my sweet spot is at 40 minutes if I'm doing something regular. If I am working on a special project that has a time crunch and deadline, I will do 60 minutes continuous focused activity. Now, how do you know that you have reached your sweet spot? Well, when I get to 40 minutes, if I go 45 minutes, the last 5 minutes I spend distracted. My mind starts to wander. So that's how you know when you have hit your limit. And then you take a break. So my sweet spot is 40 minutes focused activity and then 10 minutes break. And I mean, when the timer goes, boom, I drop everything and I go. Walk away from the computer. Look at something else. Do not think about work at all. Do something else. Sometimes I meditate, like I have quick guided meditations that I use that are about 5 minutes long to really take me out of the zone. And you might be like, Karina, won't you forget things? No, you won't. It's actually resting the brain and giving the brain an opportunity for all of that information to absorb. And trust me, when you go and sit back down to do your work for the next focus session, you will remember. So it is a Pomodoro Technique, and it is the timer that I use on my computer is called the Focus Booster. So I'll post links to both of those onto this blog so you can check it out. The awesome thing about the Focus Booster is that they have a version for Windows and a version for Mac. It's just a simple app that you can download onto your laptop for free or your computer for free, and it will you program it with your focus sessions and your break, and it will just count down every time for you. And you can look at how many focus sessions you do. Like for instance, I know if I do 6 focus sessions at 40 minutes each, that means that I've completed 4 hours of focused work. That's a lot of focus. Because a lot of the times that we sit down to do things, we're getting distracted, we're pulled here, we're put there. But if you sit down and you say, hey, this 40 minutes, I'm focused on doing this no matter what, you will go leaps and bounds in whatever you need to take care of during the day. So I wanted to touch on why my 100 days. But before I go there, and I know I'm bouncing back and forth like ping pong or like tennis, right? Before I go there, let me just go with how I'm feeling. If I haven't mentioned it before, probably I did, but I'll mention it again because I feel so good. I'm feeling awesome. I'm so excited about this journey. Okay, moving on. Oh, before we move on, let me just mention that last night, wow. My DMO, I didn't get to achieve as much as my DMO as possible. And then I had to face some reality that I was overdoing it a bit. Now, it's best to take it back a notch, make it into manageable chunks, than to overdo it and experience burnout. So as a result, I have taken it back a notch and I've knocked off one thing off my DMO. Currently, my DMO is consisted of adding content to my site, plus building the pages, plus building my value funnel. All of that might sound like Spanish to you, but if you have any questions, just drop me an email. You can catch me on social media. You can catch me on Facebook, Karina Wisdom, and just drop me a message. And I'll be happy to answer all your questions when you say, Karina, what are you talking about? Anyway, so last night, I got caught up in making things look pretty. Oh, you so want your blog to look pretty, and I am no exception. So to cut a long story short, I'm going to give you the fast version. So last week Friday, I said, okay, I wanted a theme for my WordPress blog. I went and I said I wanted OP2. Unfortunately, I couldn't download the OP2 thing. Anyway, that is just all so confusing. So let me just give you the layman version. The theme that I wanted, I couldn't access. So I went ahead and built my blog on another theme, which is how the blog looks when you go on. You know, blogs have different looks. So I bought another theme. We can look at a theme like a dress. So I dressed my blog in one dress. And then on Monday, I found that the dress that I really wanted to dress my blog in is available. And I was like so excited. So I decided that I was going to dress my blog in this new dress that is all of a sudden available, right? And then last night, I spent the time dressing my blog. Now, here's the thing with dressing a blog. You get the dress and you have to alter the dress. So you have to tuck it in here. You have to change it there. You have to pull this up. You have to pull this down. You know, you get the whole idea. I did it and I hated it. Yes, I spent 2.5 hours of my time putting this together and I hated it. So, guess what? I chucked that dress out of the window and I'm back to my original dress and I'm just going to make that work. Now, with that said, let's move on with the message today. 100 days. Why 100 days? And I may have touched on this before about why 100 days. Why would I want to do a vlog daily? And for those of you who don't know what a vlog is just a video version of a blog. So a vlog is a video log. So why would I want to do a vlog daily? Am I insane? No! Number one, I told you it was for accountability. Number two, I told you it was to give you step-by-step insight of my journey. And number three, let me just put it this way. I am not a fan of using video. Absolutely not. As a result, the thing that I hate doing most is the thing that I'm committed to doing every day for 100 days because, number one, I know it's the best way to connect with you who are watching this right now and to capture my audience. And number two, it's a part of my grand master evil plan to promote my blog. So that's it. I know that people love watching videos more than anything online. So why not capitalize on the most popular form of medium to capture my audience? Hello, it's like so logical, like really? Exactly. So that's my point. That's why I'm doing a video log. Oh, and yes, the numero one reason why I'm doing this is because I plan to master video. Master the whole YouTube concept of video, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing right now, and I'm just learning as I go along and testing out new techniques, and anything that I test that works, I will definitely share it with you, my friends who are listening to me right now. So this leads me on to the second part of wait a minute. I think I lost parts. Okay, this leads me on to the third part. You may have lost count as well. So let's just call this part 3 of my message right now. And so that leads me up to a drum roll. Are you ready? Are you doing like the little drum roll thingy on your desk? Like, let me do a little drum roll. Do you hear that? Okay, so drum roll. Part 3. And this is a very, very important message. So I need you to get pen and paper and to sit down and listen up, because I am giving away the secret right now. Like, this is the best kept secret ever. Ready? Okay. The magic power that makes you unstoppable. What is it? Well, actually, I was reading a book by Dan S. Kennedy, and one of the things that he mentioned in the book was that on the morning of his mother's funeral, he wrote a paragraph for his newest book. Now, before you get like, oh, how horrible. I mean, it's the morning his mother, he's writing his book. Well, hold your horses. I'll just explain a bit. Dan says the reason why he's a best-selling author, the reason why he was able to release a book every single year is because he has dedicated a certain time of day every single day to write, regardless of whatever is going on. Regardless. And so that is the key to being unstoppable. That is the magic power. It is having a regimen, a ritual, commitment, and discipline that is vitally important to the relationship of successful achievement. You do not become the top 1% without having a certain amount of discipline towards your craft. So, of course, you know, what is my goal in the next 100 days? That's why I'm doing this every day, because I am developing the discipline. Discipline is a muscle. It is a choice. You know, do you choose to do it, yes or no? Are you going to brush it off like, oh, it's one day, I can miss a day? No, it is that no matter what attitude. So, which category do you fall in? Are you willing to proceed no matter what? Or do you easily put work aside for anything? Like, the sun is not shining right, I got up on the wrong side of the bed, or there's just a stiff breeze outside, so it ain't happening today. No, it is that no matter what attitude that allows you to rise to the top. That is the magic power, my friends. If you ever wanted to be unstoppable, the magic power is self-discipline. Self-discipline has a power that makes you virtually unstoppable. So, if there's a key component in your business that you know that is important, like for instance, me with my blog, I know that content is important. Content is king. Google loves to see content. Let me just say this. If you're posting content to your blog every day, you will rank higher in the search engines naturally without doing any of that backlinking or anything like that. So, why not get into the habit of putting content on your site every day? That's why I'm doing these vlogs, and then I transfer this vlog into my blog where I do a written detailed version of exactly what I talk about in this video. So that's my message for today. Remember to click like on this video, and while you're clicking like, also subscribe to the channel. Now in the description box below, you'll find a link to my site. When you go over there, you can just plug in your email address. Do me a favor, just plug in your email address and you will get notification every single day of my videos, of any trainings, of any special insights. Remember, I'm giving you everything because I am out here figuring it all out so you don't have to figure it all out. Just follow exactly what I am doing. And when you're over on my blog, you'll also see my daily date sheet of what I've done on my list today. So, thank you again, my friends, for joining me on this journey. We have 97 days to go. Woohoo! Remember to click subscribe on this video. This is Karina signing out. Boom.